Hello and welcome back to another video. We are away for the weekend. We have come to a place called Rivington Brewing Company, which is a brewery that has a campsite on the side of the brewery, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool. There's not many pictures, just a little one, but...
Maybe 10 pictures maybe?
Obviously it's a brewery, so we were like, let's go.
Yes, just slightly north of Manchester, about 20 minutes north of Manchester.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've come for the weekend. We've arrived on a Friday. We've just set up, which was good, and we've just had something to eat, haven't we?
Yeah, you made us a pasta salad, didn't you?
Yeah, I just said, oh, do you fancy a pasta salad? Not something we've done before. And I says, oh, we can make it before we come and just eat it. So yeah, it was like pasta and like tomatoes, mozzarella, bit of cooked chicken.
No,
and
it was
then just
really
like a
nice.
sauce. Yeah, it was really nice, wasn't it? And a really quick and easy dinner actually, because you can just get there and just eat it. So yeah, now we're just heading to the brewery and see if we can get a nice beer before it closes. I think it's open till what, 9:30?
I think 9:30, and what are we on now? It's like 10 to 9.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get a beer before they're shut. Let's go and see what the delights they have. Well, we've just come to the brewery. We're sat outside at the minute, aren't we? But the midges are terrible.
It's really
It's like we're in Scotland or something, isn't it?
Yeah, we didn't get midges like this in Scotland.
So I don't know, we might move inside. But what beer did you get us? It's like a...
It's called...
It's a cloudy one.
It's very cloudy.
Wow.
It's called Fall Out the Sky. It's only 3.6, so it should be quite easy to drink.
I would describe it as tangy and hoppy. That's how I would describe it. It's nice, I like it. What's it like in there?
It's really nice.
Yeah, is it cool?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. They've got a fridge with loads of cans and stuff.
Oh, nice. Wicked.
Yeah. There's like there was another bit off to the side that looked like it had more seating, which I didn't go in there.
I think there's a big seating area over there as well, ain't there?
Over by the campsite.
That room there.
Oh, that room
over
over there.
I'm pretty certain that's more. We'll put some B-roll up of the things we're talking about. But yeah, we're going to probably get attacked by midges and drink these pints. Maybe we might go inside, I guess, maybe. Yeah,
maybe. We'll see what it's like in there. I'll go into that side bit next.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. So yeah, we'll catch up in a bit. We're just back from the brewery, aren't we?
Yeah, it was really good.
They basically kicked us out.
They did in the end, yeah.
To be fair.
Well, we knew when we went down that they were only going to be open for about an hour, didn't we?
Yeah, they closed at 9:30 and we went down at like 10 to 9 or something.
10 to 9-ish.
So we tried to nail like 2 pints basically.
Yeah.
Which was fine. We had a couple of pints, which was really nice. I'm looking forward to trying some more of their beers tomorrow. Yeah,
you didn't really take to either of them, did you, if you were honest?
They were all right, but they were more, although they were IPAs, they tasted a bit more lagery than I like. I like a much more hoppy, and they were a bit more fizzy than I like. But
which I think is why I liked them.
Yeah, which is probably why you really like them.
I do like lager.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Whereas I'm not really a big fan of lager.
Yeah, so we tried it was Fall Out the Sky, and Another Night in a Row, I think it was called,
yeah,
wasn't
I think that's it, yeah.
I really like both of them, but
yeah, they were good, yeah.
But they've got so many beers.
Yeah, we'll be trying loads.
There's one on the cask that I think you'll like, which you should try tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was fun, and then we've just wandered back, haven't we? The midges are crazy, aren't they? I mean, don't get me wrong, this place is next to a reservoir.
There's quite a hefty reservoir.
So it sort of makes sense that there will be lots of midges, but yeah, I'm just surprised how many there are.
Well, to be honest, you know, when we've just come back, I just stood outside for quite a while and I didn't get got by any. It's almost like they were out at that point and then they've sort of gone now.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was quite a lot when we first went. Yeah. Luckily, we went inside that other bit, didn't we?
We did,
They've got like a undercover area, which was good.
But yeah, we've come back now, and I think that'll be it for us for tonight, won't it?
Yeah, I think we're just going to chill for a bit and then probably end up in bed.
Dogs are tired after the journey, and well, they basically didn't chill at the pub, did they? They were so interested in the people in there, and yeah, so they're basically
they didn't settle, did they?
No, not at all. So yeah, I think that'll be it for us today. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what we're doing. I might go up to Rivington Pike, possibly. on my own. Depends what the weather's like, I guess.
Yeah.
And what we're up to. And then I think probably when we get to the afternoon, we'll probably be back in the brewery. And I think we're going to eat in the brewery, aren't we? But we'll have to see where we get to on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will see you in the morning. Morning.
Morning.
So we've woken up in Rivington on a beautiful morning. It's gone slightly cloudy now, but it was absolutely gloriously sunshine half an hour ago, wasn't it? It's really nice. Yeah, so we had a lovely night's sleep. It was fine, wasn't it?
Yeah. I've had a really quiet night, to be honest.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it? I woke up and it's just bird song, isn't it? It's quite a quiet sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. But yes, today, what are we up to today? Well, I think we're going to take a wander down to the reservoir, which is literally, you can see it from our pitch, it's just down there. And then possibly I might carry on and go to Rivington Pike. And then you will come back with the dogs, so at least they sort of get a walk and I can get to the Pike. And then later on I think we're going to go to the brewery, aren't we? Possibly have some food from one of the food trucks that are there, and then just taste some more beers.
Yeah, I think our friends are coming over, aren't they? So
yes, we've got some friends in Manchester, and this is like, I don't know, like 20 minutes from their house or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So when we said, oh, we were coming to this place, said if you're welcome to come and join us for a beer or whatever, and they jumped at the chance, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they've actually been here before, so...
yeah, they have been here before.
So yeah, I think that's us for today. We've fed the boys shortly ago, so we're just waiting for their dinner to go down, aren't we? And then we'll be off on our walking. So we'll catch you when we go for a walk. We've just gone for a wander to the reservoir, haven't we? We walked past the reservoir, and then it looks like there's some sort of a tea room cum pub.
It says bar as well, so that's nice.
What is it called? The Rivington, isn't it?
The Rivington,
yeah. Which looks quite nice. And then we've come past there, and we're heading towards where the start of the sort of footpath towards Rivington Pike goes. I think possibly you're going to come for a bit with the dogs, and then maybe head back. Yeah,
I don't think Dallas will manage it, definitely.
No. Although he's walking really well today,
He is actually walking better than he's walked in a while, so that's encouraging,
absolutely.
Definitely.
Right, we're going to head a bit down this road, which doesn't have a footpath now, so it's like road walking, which is not ideal. And then hopefully we'll get to the bit that we need to go along.
I wish I brought my sunglasses.
I know, it's bright, isn't it?
I'm so squinty.
It's crazy because it goes from like glorious sunshine to like overcast and then back to like glorious sunshine again. But right, let's carry on. Me and Lou have just split up. She's heading back to the van with the dogs. I think we've said a few times that we don't think, trying to keep Dallas a little bit quieter, but I would like to see this Rivington Pike. So I'm going to head up to this Rivington Pike, which on the face of it seems like a very steep walk. I think it's like 700 and something feet of gain in 2 miles, so it could be quite strenuous, but yeah, let's head the way. Just as you get to Rivington, just near the Rivington sort of, what we mentioned, the bar and cafe, tea room, there is actually a little map which sort of shows you how you can get to the Rivington Pike. I'll put it on screen. So I'm just sort of following that. I took a picture on my phone So I'm just sort of following that. Headed up a lane, you sort of walk on a bit of a footpath or a bridleway, and then you cross a road, which I've just done, and then you're sort of in between roads on a bit of a bridleway, I guess. And then it looks like we're going to be another road to cross before you're back on another bridleway. But so far, relatively steady walking, but I think sort of going to increase in the gradient significantly as the further we get towards the Pike. So that's going to be challenging, I suspect. Well, I've got to what looks like to be quite a lot of parking at the side of what looks like a road, but it might be like a driveway. So it looks like if you did want to come for the day, you could just come and park here and then go up to the Rivington Pike, which is where I'm heading. Now we appear to be on a trail that actually is signposted to Rivington Pike, which has made navigation all the more easy, although to be honest, with the map that is down in Rivington, if you've got a picture of that, it's relatively straightforward to follow it. Gradient's pretty flat still, which suggests that very shortly it's going to go very steep, because I don't think we're a million miles away from the actual Pike. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think I'd read that there's quite a lot of steps. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. You can hear the sheep. Brilliant. Sabre would be loving having all them sheep to sniff and try and get to. I think the sheep have maybe just been fed. Possibly the farmer on the track up here. Well, it's starting to get a bit more gradient now. Not too bad. I'm sure I read online at some point it just becomes steps and is just an absolute killer. But not too bad at the moment. I've had to take off my sort of hoodie because it's too hot. But yeah, we're going to carry on. I just need to remember that this exercise is buying me my burger later, basically. Right, let's crack on. I've just come across what remains of a lodge that used to be here. It says it was built in 1902 and ultimately demolished in 1950. Even though we're sort of in the middle of nowhere, had running water and electricity. Right, we're heading that way. Well, the dreaded steps have started. To be fair, they're not too bad at the moment, albeit obviously if they carry on for a significant period of time, obviously they might get a bit troublesome, and obviously I'm out of breath. But you can tell in the short space of time, we've really climbed quite high. We're sort of heading towards being at the upper height of the area, so that's cool. Right, let's continue to tackle these steps. So I've just stumbled across this crazy, what is called the Italian Lake, part of the terrace garden here at Rivington. It's absolutely stunning. It's been fully restored. It used to be very overgrown. It's very cool. Right, let's continue ascending. Well, after all them steps, I've got a right sweat on. The sun's absolutely beautiful now. I think we're on the top of the plateau, so I'm thinking possibly the ascending has been done now. And it's just a case of travelling round to where the Pike is. I don't actually know where the pike is, so possibly need to get the old map out and have a look. Well, it turns out I didn't need to check the map because I turned the corner and I could see the Rivington Pike. So yeah, I've turned the corner. We're now sort of travelling across a fairly bit of flat, sort of, well, it looks a bit like a road, but like a gravel track. And then looks like there's a small ascent still to go to get to the top where the Rivington Pike is. So let's crack on. I think I see the steps that people might have been referring to. It looks like this is a bit of a gradient, sort of gravel path, and then just what looks like 200 or 300 steps to the top. So that's going to be a killer. But the sun's shining, it's an absolutely glorious day, so definitely shouldn't be moaning about it. Right, let's head to these steps. Well, I've made it to the top, Rivington Pike. Lovely looking, I'm not sure what it is. It looks almost like a lookout tower of some sort. I'll have to look up online exactly what it is. Incredible view of the area. It must be the highest point in the area because just such good panoramic views all the way around. Hoping to get the drone up now, so I've just sort of headed away from it. There's a few people there. A little bit concerned about the wind, but hopefully it's not too bad. Drone can take a certain amount of wind, but obviously the higher you fly it, the more the wind is. So I'm hoping it'll be all right and we can get some good drone shots. Well, I think I got some good drone shots there. You've just seen them. But I think it's time to head back and see what Lou and the dogs are up to. It did appear, just as I was getting towards here, that there's almost a coffee shop like at the top here, which is a bit bizarre because we're literally in the middle of nowhere. But if there is, I'm going to stop and grab a coffee, give me some energy to go down. Just to mention as well, the steps that you saw me coming up, there is actually a way to get up to the top, as you can see behind me, that's almost like a path that curves round and up, which is more of a gradient, which should be a little bit easier, I think. Well, that's very cool. Fika Rivington, just got a cappuccino, which will fuel me on the way back, which is very, very cool. Literally in the middle of nowhere. That's so cool. Looks like they've got a little generator for like power for their coffee machines and stuff. Very cool indeed. Contactless as well, which is brilliant because I didn't bring my wallet. Not that there's generally any change in it nowadays anyway. But yeah, so we're going to start heading back. Looks like a slightly different route to the way that I came. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find a way. It's pretty straightforward, to be honest. There's so many paths and it's well signposted. So yeah, let's head back to the site and catch up with Lou and the dogs. Well, there we are. I'm back at the site to catch up with Lou and the dogs. I would say taking about maybe 2 and a bit hours, something like that, to get up and down to Rivington Pike. I'd estimate probably about 4.5 miles, a round trip, which is not too bad, relatively strenuous. Obviously it's quite up, especially when you get towards Rivington Pike. But yeah, very enjoyable walk. More of a there and back type walk rather than the circular. I much prefer a circular walk, but very enjoyable nonetheless. Right, let's see where Lou is. Right, well, we've been chilling for a little bit since I've got back from the walk, and we've just been, well, you've just been and got us some food from the burger sort of vans there.
Burger Capital, it's called. So honestly, it's so packed down
Is
there.
it?
Yeah, there wasn't
Awesome.
a single table free outside.
Oh, it's going to be cool
So
later then.
when we go back down there later, we might struggle. I don't know.
We were going to get food later, weren't we? But then we thought, rather than get a sandwich at lunchtime or whatever, maybe we're better to get something a bit more substantial at lunchtime. So then we've got some room for beer later, basically.
It's all about the beer.
Standard. Yeah, and then you got us a takeout beer, didn't you? You got Hoppy Little Pale.
Yeah, which is called Fall Out the Sky.
And then you got me Beach House, which is a pale ale.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to sit, we're going to eat our burgers and have a beer and see what it's like.
Good.
Really good. Oh yeah, it's a decent burger now.
You love a smash burger anyway,
I do
don't you?
love a smash burger, yeah. You're on the fence on smash burgers, aren't you?
I don't know. There's something to be said for a nice chunky burger sometimes. That's really nice though.
They're all the rage at the minute, those smash burgers, aren't they? You see them everywhere.
That's nice.
So I'm going to try this beer.
I hope you like it. It's a different one to any you had last night.
Now that's a nice beer.
You like that one? Well, you'll have to have that one later then.
Well,
if you want it.
Try more. You can try your beer.
Yeah, I've had this one last night though. So
oh, did you have it last night?
Yeah.
I got one from last night.
Yeah, is the first one we had, I think.
I thought the loaded fries came with chilli on them.
Yeah, they have got chilli on them. Actual chilies.
Oh.
That's my beer. You thought like chilli as in
yeah,
chili con carne?
Yeah, yeah. Good though. Right.
That's nice, that beer.
Well, we've had quite a relaxing afternoon, haven't we?
Yeah, we've just been chilling, haven't we?
Yes, that's obviously had food as you saw, which was delicious, wasn't it?
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was really good. I think it came to like 28 quid or something for 2 burgers, loaded fries for me and fries for you. So it wasn't cheap.
No, it definitely wasn't cheap.
It was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah,
it was a good burger.
And convenient by the fact that it's next door. You've got that going on, haven't you? So yeah, and then obviously we had a beer with that, and then now we're going to head down, aren't we? And participate in some more beerage.
Yes. And our friends should be over soon.
Yes, our friends coming over this evening, aren't they? So
yeah.
They'll be here soon. So yeah, we're going to head over there. It was very busy earlier, wasn't it?
Really
I'm sure
busy.
There's been a constant flow of people in and out. So it's obviously a very busy brewery, which is very cool to see. So I'm guessing it's going to be pretty rammed. So hopefully we can find somewhere to sit.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, outside was packed, but that place where we sat last night in the sort of like undercover bit, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that was all right, weren't it? So yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Right, let's head to the brewery. Cheers, guys. Cheers, guys. Well, we're just back from a lovely night in the brewery. Closed early tonight, which is a bit of a shame, but apparently I think overheard one of the staff saying that someone it's like a core member of staff has got a wedding tomorrow. And
Yeah,
I think
so
everyone's invited, so they're closing early today.
yeah, they've basically shot at 8:30 instead of 9:30,
Yeah.
which is what they'd normally shot.
So the evening sort of curtailed a little bit earlier than maybe we would have got another beer, maybe.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
but it was still like we had a good night.
Yeah, we
with
had
our
a
friends,
great
didn't
night.
we?
Friends came from Manchester, had some beers with those, put the world to rights, obviously.
Yeah. Andy and Anna, thank you for coming and seeing us.
Absolutely. And then you got some takeout beers, didn't you? What did you get?
I did. So I've got Fall Out the Sky, which is one that I already I'd had that. When did I have it? I had it earlier, didn't I? When
Yeah, I
went
think
to
you've
get...
been drinking that last night and tonight.
Yeah, so I've had that one before, and then I got you one of the beach houses because you really liked that.
I had two of them this afternoon. Really enjoyed them.
Yeah, so I got you that, and then Andy was drinking this one, which is called Something Sinister, and I tried a bit of his and I really liked it, so I got a can of that.
To try, nice.
So we can both try it, and then when they ran out of the other one I was drinking, that one that was
Fall Out of the Sky.
no Fall Out of the Sky is that one. No, the other one I was drinking tonight. Another Night in a Row, I think it was called.
Yeah.
They ran out of that one on tap, didn't they? So I started having the same way you showed me.
Yeah, and I had
and it
that
was
as
really
well.
nice.
Yeah, really enjoyed that. I had
So
a pint of that.
Yeah, so I got a can of that as well.
Because we wanted to try lots of beers, we ended up having thirds of stuff, didn't we?
Yeah, so we were doing the like third of a pint or half of a pint rather than having full pints.
Yeah, just so you could try more beers really more than anything. But then at the end of the night, I just ended up with a pint of that. The same way you showed me. Yeah,
it's nice.
I
nice
really
beer,
enjoyed
though.
it. Yeah, but yeah, I've had a really good evening.
It's great over there, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's fantastic.
Like, there's
loads
of seating.
Loads of seating. Either outside, inside. Because the thing is, it's not just outside. There's inside in the tent bit, which you'll have seen where we were, but there's also inside near the bar, but there's also a bit like off from the bar.
Yeah, to the
which
right
is
of
also,
the bar.
like got quite a lot of
There's
seating.
quite a lot of seating in there.
So loads of seating, and this afternoon it's been really, and into this evening it's been really busy, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So really,
there was Hindus and all manner rocking around in there.
it's obviously like way busier than we thought. I just thought, well, we're going to a brewery sort of in the middle, a small little brewery in the middle of nowhere. It's obviously way more popular than we sort of gave
it's obviously really, really popular.
Yeah.
But it's cool, like the food vans, the resident food vans, they're here all the time, aren't they? They're they're not really vans, are they? They're like permanent things.
Yeah, they are, yeah. I ummed and ahed about getting another, maybe a chicken burger or something.
You were close to...
I ummed and ahed about it, but in the end I went, no, I won't get one. So yeah, I was good in that respect.
You were. But yeah, they've got the pizza one, the chicken burger one, or the normal burger one, and then they've got the sort of coffee and sort of cake one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really, really good place.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think that's going to be us signing off for this evening, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Unfortunately, we're going home tomorrow, which I've said to Lou earlier. It says, when you come on a Friday and you go home on a Sunday, you always feel like it's your last night, because you get here on a Friday and before you know it, it's Saturday morning.
So then it's your last
and then
day.
It's your last day, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to do more of these elongated trips, but we have got a week away coming soon, haven't we? So
yeah, we're going Dorset, aren't we?
That's going to be really fun. And don't get me wrong, I've really enjoyed this. We've crammed some stuff in. It's been really good fun. I love the weekends away.
Yeah.
And you can't always have holiday from work, so you know that's why it's
just
nice
a way of making the most of the van, isn't it?
Absolutely, definitely.
The dogs are so tired tonight because there was a woman and she got a little spaniel dog or something, and she'd got some. It was obviously one of those dogs that like to graze on its food, so she'd got a few biscuits in a bowl, and it had obviously just tipped them everywhere. But she hadn't picked them up. So when they left, there's just a load of biscuits all over the floor, and the boys just would not settle because they could just see these biscuits all over the floor and they couldn't get to them.
Yeah, in the end, I actually got up and like picked them all up and put them into a glass, didn't I? And just like get rid of them. And to be fair, the boys were still like, we need to go and check to make sure.
Yeah, see where the biscuits are. The biscuits might still be there.
Yeah.
So now they're absolutely shattered because they've not settled at all tonight, have they?
And unfortunately, it's Midge City again, isn't it? So we're inside rather than outside. It's a lovely evening as well, so it'd be nice to sit out, but that's the trouble. This is a beautiful site, beautiful brewery, but it's right next door to a reservoir, so it's that scenario where the midges in the evening
at dusk they come down.
Yeah, which is annoying. But
well, they have done while we've been here anyway.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, hasn't it? We've really enjoyed this campsite.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's going to be us signing off for tonight, and we will see you in the morning. Morning.
Morning.
So we've packed up this morning. It wasn't too bad on the pack, was it? Everything was dry.
Yeah, it's great when it's dry like that. Pop top down.
Yeah.
Off you go.
And then we've just driven to the Rivington, which we passed yesterday, which is, as we said, licensed bar, cafe and stuff. And we just popped in for breakfast. Thought it might be a nice way to have finish the trip.
Yeah, so we've had a full English, haven't we?
Yeah. And for some reason they've run out of bread, haven't they? Which seems like a strange thing.
Yeah, she was like, you can have a full English, but I've got no bread for toast. Like, none at all. And I don't know if someone's gone out to fetch any or anything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We've come down here literally as they've opened.
Yeah.
So maybe someone's going to appear with bread later on in the day. But so we just had crumpets instead, didn't we?
So yeah, she banged a couple of crumpets on an English breakfast, didn't she?
Which was cool.
So we were not mad about that.
No.
It was good.
And then great views of the reservoir from where we were sitting, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Like a beautiful when the sun's out. It's just been lovely, just sitting there eating breakfast in the sunshine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you sit outside or inside. Even from the inside, there's lovely views on of the reservoir.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, that is it for this trip. What do we think of this site?
I really liked it, but it is quite a basic site, isn't it?
Yeah, like for instance, there's no pot wash. I know that's like not on every site nowadays, but
it's useful for us when you've only got a small sink.
Yeah,
it's quite
absolutely,
nice, isn't it? Just to take all your washing up and take it to a washing up place.
There's 11 pitches in total, so it's a really small site. Hard standing pitches, although the hard standing I would describe as agricultural. It's like a really like coarse.
There's
stones,
some very
basically.
big chunks.
Like, there's like stones on there, like as big as your fist and stuff.
I mean that might be a slight exaggeration.
But like painful to walk on,
Yeah.
basically. Like in like trainer type shoes, or well, I mean, really painful in socks. I like to walk around the pitch in socks more often than not.
Yeah, we do that a bit, don't we?
Especially because we put the rug down, and a little bit painful, but it was okay. And then the toilet block, quite a small toilet block.
Yeah, there was 2 toilets, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And then 2 showers.
Yeah, and very clean, absolutely spotlessly clean.
Yeah, the lady, I think her name's Julie, the warden that lives on the site, she has done a really good job of keeping them clean.
But
it's just the fact that there's only 2 toilets.
yeah, because obviously with 11 pitches, if there's a family of 4 staying on every pitch, potentially you've got 44 people on the site at any one time, and to have 1 male toilet, as in a toilet cubicle, single toilet in it, and 1 female toilet, single cubicle toilet, 1 sink, and 2 showers, although only one of the showers was open, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That just seems like that's a quite small amount. So sometimes you were struggling, you'd have to keep an eye on, if you wanted the toilet, you'd have to be like, has anyone just gone in? Obviously that's a problem for us, because although we have a toilet, we tend not to bring it with us.
No, we don't,
especially if a place has got a toilet block, because we're just like, it's just something else to take. We're not that bothered, are we?
No, not really.
Not something you'd have to worry about if you've got a size of van that's got a toilet and a shower, etc. But obviously, if you haven't and you've got a van similar to ours, then potentially that could be a problem. But absolutely spotlessly clean, can't really fault that at all.
No, she was doing an amazing job, and she's a really nice lady actually. Lovely welcome when we came.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then obviously having the brewery on site was just awesome. We could get in there, the food vans as well, they were awesome. So it meant you could get some food on site if you want. Obviously loads of beers to try, and the beers were really good, weren't they? Really enjoyed the beers.
I think I enjoyed every single one I tried. Last night we were drinking in like halves and thirds, weren't we? So we were just
so we could try a few more.
So
really.
If you have a pint, if you have a few pints, you start to think, I've had enough now.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas if you have like little bits, you can
This is it.
You can try more, can't you? So that's what we did last night.
Absolutely. So yeah, and that's just a really cool site. You know, obviously we've come to the Rivington today. I went up Rivington Pike yesterday, so lots of walking. I'm sure there's loads of other walking around here. Obviously the bar on the site. Yeah, just a cool place. No shop nearby, so you've got to make sure you bring, unless you're prepared to like, drive out.
Yeah, you'd have to drive out to somewhere, I think.
But yeah, just a really awesome weekend. Really enjoyed this one.
Me too, yeah. I'd definitely come back.
100%. Right, well that's it for this one. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, drop it a like. If you're new here and you'd like to follow along with our travel, subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Bye.